Members wonder when customer experience management is going to make its entrance into Frameworx. Well, production is underway with a spring 2015 debut in Frameworx 15.0 most likely. Mining the wealth of process, information, and application requirements that is available in the CEM Guidebook Series GB962 has begun. The work shown here is exemplary and does not represent the completed work. Members of the Customer Engagement Project Group and the Frameworx project will be collaborating to take this work further. So, coming up here is a preview of part of this initial work. A common misconception in the industry is that CEM is a replacement for Customer Relationship Management, or CRM, which is not quite correct. A successful transformation into the CEM world can only be achieved by building on top of good CRM processes and practices. CEM takes us a step closer to achieving improved customer satisfaction. Instead of asking the question, "This is what we are doing, how well are we doing?" which is a CRM approach, CEM asks, "What is important to you and how well are we doing?" CEM is aimed at turning customers into fans by seeing the world through their own eyes. Implementing CEM has a wide impact on an enterprise's organization. Whereas CRM was largely centered on the operations group within an organization, CEM must be implemented across the entire organization and cannot be implemented solely through processes and systems. It must become a key part of an enterprise's culture. Let's first take a look at customer experience from a business process framework perspective. Here's the customer experience process and its three sub-processes. These were identified using the Customer Experience Introduction and Fundamentals Guidebook. We will focus on the Customer Experience Lifecycle Mapping process. Work will further progress the development of it and its two sibling processes. Let's take a look at how these processes are aligned with the components of the information framework managed by them. First, you can see that there is a group of components called aggregate business entities, or ABEs, associated with customer experience management. An ABE is a closely related collection of business entities or objects, such as customer experience lifecycle. Next up are the three sub-processes and the ABEs managed by them. This demonstrates the close relationship between processes in the business process framework and ABEs in the information framework. Here's the definition of the sub-process customer experience lifecycle mapping, as well as showing its first-level sub-processes. We'll look further at the first two. These and all other examples that follow are based on various customer experience guidebooks. The definition of defined customer lifecycle phases is shown here. Also shown are the lifecycle phases as defined within the Customer Centricity Strategic Program, which are key to this process as can be seen by its description. Here's the information framework model that shows the business entities acted on by each implied task contained within the description of defined customer lifecycle phases. The figure is called a class diagram, which is used to depict business entities, referred to as classes, and their relationships, called associations, among them using the lines in the figure. The implied task, defined customer lifecycle phases, manages the customer experience lifecycle phase definition entity. Similarly, other implied tasks manage other entities. For example, the observe level 2 customer lifecycle phase is related to the product lifecycle management application and to the product and offer development and retirement process. And here's the map customer to lifecycle phase process, showing that it manages the customer experience lifecycle entity. This entity represents the lifecycle phases through which a customer moves during its time of interest to an enterprise. The personas are defined for roles, such as CEO, procurement specialist, end user, and so forth. Their personas may move through different journeys or life cycles and are assumed to also play the role of a customer. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, see ya.